Hi, I'm Beverly Banov Brown. I'm an intuitive, a life coach, and a love coach, and a dating coach as well. And over the last 30 years that I've been doing this work, starting back in the 80s in New York City, in Greenwich Village, and then moving up to New England, and now having the joy of living in the Tampa Bay area of St. Petersburg, Florida, and working still with people all over America, Canada, Europe, by phone. I hear often, how can I narcissist my life? Narcissist-proof, I should say, my life right here and right now. Because nobody, unless they're masochistic, wants to be put through the Jekyll-Hyde behavior of dealing with somebody who's narcissistic, whose behavior is unpredictable, whose ability to really have a mutually healthy, mutually loving, ongoing, enduring relationship is virtually nil. How many times have I heard from beautiful, sweet, kind, loving, affectionate, beautiful catches, male and female, that their heart has been torn apart, broken, devastated, over and over again by people who were significantly narcissistic in their behaviors, people who really couldn't care but were such marvelous actors at it, often so charming, so fascinating, so seemingly multifaceted, and so sexy, that they had a hell of a time resisting, and often didn't resist, and often lived to experience great emotional pain, and sometimes physical and financial pain as well, when the relationship had to end. To narcissist-proof your life, here are several golden nuggets which form an action plan, which I know, if you will choose to follow it, can help you be safe from these people, thereby creating a space for healing in your own heart and for making the space to attract a healthier, more stable, and ultimately more loving new love. Golden nugget number 1 for today. In order to narcissist-proof your life, you must be brutally honest with yourself and reassess why you've attracted these people in the first place. Do it without any judgment. Do it with an intention to illuminate whatever it is that's been dark, that's been a shadow self, that's been a part of yourself that you didn't want to face. It could be your trouble with being alone, with loneliness, with your own temper, with your own, at times, difficulty in fully empathizing with another person. It could be your own codependent tendencies, rescue tendencies, any number of other possibilities exist, and only you can know exactly the answer to that question better than anybody else, because you know yourself so much better than anyone ever can. Golden nugget number 2 for today is, if you suffered from losses, a death in the family, the death of a partner, the death of any loved one, a friend, a pet, or if you've lost a job, or you've had to relocate and had to give up a certain location and many friends who you may very much have coveted. If you're feeling insecure in any major area of your life, your health, your finances, your relationships with other people, then know that you are very much a target for a narcissist who often sees the victim and zeroes in and gives you all sorts of, in the beginning, tremendous amount of attention, nurturing, adulation, while you in turn are giving adulation to him and giving him that narcissistic battery charge that he lives and thrives on. In order to narcissist-proof your life, you have to be strong, you have to be clear, you have to look at what your boundaries are. And so the last golden nugget for today is really get clarity about what you are and aren't willing to do. Let go of any sense of urgency or rushing about meeting someone and getting into a relationship. Know the person for at least a year or more, making a special effort to do many different kinds of things and see that person in many different settings. Don't just focus on having dinner out or a movie or going to a show and thinking that you're really getting to know them. Because the truth is, we are multifaceted people and we have many sides. And we really need to know somebody as fully as possible before we make any sort of commitment, including living together. I know that's not what many of you want to hear, because many of you have expressed to me that you have an urgency about getting into and having a committed relationship. And the truth of that is that if you'll really look underneath that, the underbelly of it is not about love. It's about a fear very often that you're not going to get what you want, that life is rushing by you in a terrible flood and torrent of activity, and you feel like you're being left out of something you really want. Well, I want nothing more for you than to have the love that you want and that I believe you inherently deserve. I also, however, know, not only from my own life, but from so many clients who've been so devastated at the ending or the need for the ending, sometimes while they're still embroiled in these situations, how hurtful it can be if you rush into something with someone who you think you know, you want to believe you know, and you really don't have enough information or enough clue, because these people can be incredibly adept actors. They act so well sometimes, they even fool themselves. That's not what you want. That's not what you deserve. Sometimes in life, the greatest things require us to learn the extraordinary lesson of patience with the process of life, which is the process, I believe, of love. I'm Beverly Banov Brown. Until next time, be well and take good care of yourself. And know that you are worth giving and receiving love in a healthy way all the time. Bye for now.